Let's start by lying down on your back and hugging your knees. Get a nice good tug in here as best you can. Knees together, knees apart, it's up to you. This helps to stretch the top part of our hamstrings and a little bit of our glutes. Put your left leg flat on the floor and keep hugging your right knee. Give it a good hug. Again, it can be wide or narrow, whatever you're comfortable with. Start to switch your legs. So you're now hugging your left knee and putting the right leg on the floor. One side may feel a little different than the other, and that's okay. Honor that side and just stretch as much as you're comfortable. We're always looking for a nice gentle stretch, and as we do more, you might get a little deeper. Hug both knees in and put your left leg back on the floor again. We're not holding the stretches for too long. We're just looking to get a little bit of a reaction and doing it multiple times. Let's switch the legs again. Now you're hugging your left knee in towards your chest, right leg flat on the floor, and just relaxed. Bring both knees in towards your chest and bring them off to the right side. So your right knees will go down. Your hand can go on top of your knees just to give them some support. You look to your left. Keep breathing in that twist. Bring your legs back to the middle again, and then bring your legs to the other side. Your left hand can go on top of your knees to support them here, just so they stay nice and relaxed. You're looking to the right. We're stretching the outside of our hip here. We're stretching our back and even that chest and the front of the shoulder. Try to relax as best you can in that position. Bring your knees back to the center, left leg on the floor, right leg on the floor. Hug your left knee and bring it over your body, just like we did with both legs. You are looking to your left, and your right hand supports your knee. We're trying to stay as nice and relaxed as we can. Switch sides. Hug the right knee in and then bring it over your body, looking to your right. Left hand on top of your knee just to give it some support so you can relax your leg as much as you can. We'll be doing those directions again. So let's bring the left knee in towards your chest, crossing it over your body and looking to your left. You can always pause the video at any moment and hold the stretches for 1, 2, or 3 minutes even, if there's one in particular that feels really great. And let's switch sides, bringing your left leg on the floor, hugging your right knee in, left hand on top of your leg. Such a great stretch for the lower back as well. It really gets our rib cage to twist. And again, that outside of the hip, which usually works pretty hard for us. Keeps us balanced. Let's come out of that and bring both feet on the floor. Hug your knees a little here. Then we'll go into a figure four. So left ankle on top of right knee. You can stay here and push that left knee away from you. Or if that feels okay, you can hug your right knee into your chest. And get a nice piriformis stretch. That's the big muscle that goes from our hip to our sacrum and causes quite a bit of problems. It gets pretty tight. Such a good stretch for knee pain, back pain, hip pain. Hug just as much as you feel comfortable. Bring your legs down, switch right ankle on top of left knee, pushing your knee away from you, or again, hugging behind your left knee as much as you're comfortable. Of course, you can go back and forth between either of those variations or modifications. Whatever your hip is feeling today, or depending on how long it wants to hold that stretch. You'll feel it up the back of your leg. It almost feels like a hamstring stretch, but it's really that piriformis. Let's do that again. Switch sides. I find this one helps so many parts of the body. We'll switch legs again one more time, hugging the left knee into your chest or pushing the right knee away from you. Let's make our way into a seated position. We'll do butterfly. So your feet together, knees apart. Trying to sit up as tall as you can. And just let your knees relax. Don't force them. Let gravity play its role. Keep correcting your posture, sitting up tall. We'll make our way into a hamstring stretch. So left leg out, right foot into left thigh. And just fold forward as much as you're comfortable. So if your hands go on your feet, that's great. They can go on the floor. They can go on your leg, your shin, wherever you're comfortable, wherever you can find some balance. I want your hands touching something, not just floating in the air. Let's switch sides. Now the right leg is stretched out, left foot into right thigh. Doesn't matter if this side's a little different. You honor that side and do what it can. Let's make our way back into the butterfly stretch with our feet together, knees out to the side. Sitting up as tall as you can, let those legs relax. Don't worry about how high they sit up or how low they go. We'll do our hamstring stretch again. Let's do the right side. Folding forward as much as you can. Hanging on to something here to help balance you. We'll switch sides, left leg out, right foot into left thigh. Try to relax into the stretch as much as you can. We're making our way into a quad stretch. So on your side, grab your ankle. We'll do the left side. Lying down right on your side and pull your knee behind you as much as you can. So if you're able to make contact and hold your ankle, you want to bring your knee back as much as you can to stretch the hip out. So it's that whole front of the thigh we're looking to stretch. Let's switch, do the other side. Lying down on your side, holding onto your right ankle and pulling the knee in behind you as much as you can. Try to relax your knee as much as you can, relax your posture. Let's switch sides again. So we're grabbing the left ankle, pulling the knee behind you as much as you can. Relax the rest of your body. We always want to be a little relaxed in our stretches. If we're tense or we're gritting our teeth, we're not really achieving what we'd like. We want relaxation. So just go to what the body can handle and try to relax everything else. Let's switch sides again. So we're grabbing the right ankle, lying down on your side. Let's make our way into a toe stand. So you're coming up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath, and as best you can, sit back on your heels. You can put a block or a pillow between your ankles and your bum as well. Sit up as tall as you can. You can lean forward a little. You can have your hands on the ground or your knees if you need to take some of the pressure off. But it's fantastic to stretch the bottom of the foot. It really is. Next, we'll move into a child's pose to get our back muscles, as well as the back of our shoulder. Feet together, knees wide, and stretch your fingers as much as you can towards the top of the mat while you try to sink into the mat. You should feel your sacrum do a little stretch, your upper back do a stretch. Let's bring our hands to the right side of the mat and left hand on top of right hand. Now you should feel the stretch down the left side of your body a little bit more. Maybe underneath the left shoulder a little more. And just hold it. Let's switch sides. Right hand on top of left hand at the left side of your mat. Nice stretch down the right side of the body, right shoulder. You can twist and rotate a little bit as you like. I like to stay flat, so I'm just side bending, but you do it is right for you. Play a little each time you do it. Let's do the right side again, left hand on top of right hand, stretching down the left side of the body. As we're working through the back and the rib cage, it makes such a difference on our neck and shoulders, makes a difference on our pelvis. The spine influences so much of our body. Let's switch sides again. Right hand on top of left, stretching down the right side of our body. Back to the center and then creep forward so that your hips are high and you're pushing your chest towards the floor, your triceps and your armpits towards the floor. You can see how my back is arching here, and that's really getting a stretch through the front of the body, but also a really nice compression through the upper back, which we often don't get ourselves into. Such a counter position for sitting all day. You can tweak and change and play with this position as much as you need to. We'll make our way back into a seated position for a tricep stretch. So putting your left arm up and you're hugging behind your elbow towards the wall behind you. You'll feel if the shoulder is a little bit tight, it'll be hard to keep your head up and hard to keep your posture. Let's switch sides. So your goal is to do this stretch while maintaining good posture and lifting your chin up nice and high. You can see I have a little trouble with this as well. I have to look down a little bit more. Let's switch sides again, pulling back our left tricep behind us, or our left elbow behind us. Stay as tall as you can, let your knees relax as much as you can. Switch sides, pulling that right elbow behind you. Maintain the stretch, hold through. We're not holding it for too long. Bring your hands down. Left hand on right knee, twist behind you. Such a nice one again for the thoracic spine. Stay up as tall as you can, maintain good posture. We'll switch sides. Right hand on left knee. And that hand is behind you. It can be really straight so that you can help maintain your posture. Try to breathe through this. Let's switch sides again. Right hand on left knee. Left hand on right knee, twisting behind you. And we're going to go the other way one more time and then we'll be finished. Right hand on left knee. Twist as much as you can. This is our last stretch of the day. Couple seconds left. And done.